Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I'm here for another upcoming week energy check-in, planetary energy check-in, see what's happening this upcoming week on December 6th to December the 12th. And we'll talk a little bit about the planetary energies, and then we'll do a tarot reading for the collective to see what the message is like for the general collective. So this week Mars is still in Scorpio. It's actually wrapping up its transit in Scorpio, and it will be going to Sagittarius on the 13th. So it's ending its transit in Scorpio with quite a bang. So Mars is going to sextile Pluto and square Jupiter from December 6th to 8th. But you know, energy is not like clear cut, so it can be a little bit before and after that. And it comes right after our Sagittarius eclipse that we just had on the 4th. So it's a solar eclipse, so I did a impromptu video about it, so you guys can check that out. But with that strong energy kicking in just a couple days ago, this Mars transit will make us feel like it's quite powerful, because Mars is very comfortable in Scorpio, is Scorpio's ruler. So it's ending its transit with a bang, as in it's giving a bit more power to it. So what have you been wanting to put off, or kind of not wanting to do, or putting in the back burner? Mars is using this few days, this transit, to kind of push you forward. It's like, dude, you can't put it off anymore. You gotta do it. Now is the time, and it's actually a very good time to do it. So if there's anything in life that you've been wanting to do, you've been contemplating and kind of just waiting, or just not really doing it, whether you're just waiting for the right moment, or whether you're just, you know, putting it off, slacking, or whatever it is for you, use this energy. It's a beautiful energy to kind of push you forward to take that action, whether it is to start that project, to clean your room, to pursue something, or to end something, whatever it is in your life, to like take some action to give that forward movement. Maybe it is to pursue somebody, or to end the relationship. Whatever it is for you, and everyone will have a little different in their life. So you can really use that energy to propel, to help you do that. So this is kind of like the bigger planetary energy this week. And let's see, we also have Venus in Capricorn. Venus has entered Capricorn already for a while, and it is staying an extensive period of time, because on December 19, Venus is going to retrograde in Capricorn, and is going to last for like 40 something days. So this Venus is quite unusual or strong, because during this period of time, Pluto is also sitting along Venus, and they will conjunct, and the power is quite the energy is quite powerful. So it's pretty interesting to see what's going to happen and unfold for us individually or for the collective. Whenever we think about Venus, the first thing that we think of is relationships, love, which is true, but that's not what Venus is all about. It's about everything you love, you value, which can be different to every one of us. Someone's treasure might be someone's trash. So it really depends what you love. It can be also art, finance. Venus is also about your relationship with money, not just a romantic relationship, but also, you know, one-on-one, like friendship, your family member, co-worker, every kind of relationships. So during this period, we will really see and within ourselves and out as a collective how this energy help us shift, because Venus in Capricorn is more practical, more structural. You will really see a strong feeling in what you values and what's important to you. Your relationship with money, your relationship with all your relationships, how you view them. We can definitely see a shift, individually or as a collective. So you might also think about, well, what really matters to me? You might reassess or reflect and look at all the relationships that you have with yourself, your family, your friends, your lovers, your your colleagues. Which relationship deserve more time for me? And also it's interesting to see how people see, because money and time, these are things that we value too. If you're saying that, oh well, I value family the most, are you really putting enough time with your family? Are you spending your time working most of the time, or are you using your time on other areas of your life? If friendships are very important to you, well, are you spending time with your friends? You might evaluate and look at all your relationship with friends. Maybe some friends might not align with you anymore as you continue to grow and evolve, and it is okay to drift apart. Or maybe it will happen in the quite opposite. Maybe there are friendship that you know that you truly value, and maybe something will bring you back together, and you decided to reach out for that long lost friend, or to mend or nurture relationships that you neglect but actually values. So it is a very good time to contemplate, to be curious, and look at all the relationships that you have in life. Who really deserves your time? Who do you really value? What really matters to you? So it doesn't mean that, oh, your ex might just pop up and contact you. Not everyone will have it like that. Yeah, maybe some will, but maybe it can be about, well, actually, you know what, this relationship no longer serve me. This friend and I have this conflict that I've been feeling, but I just been suppressing it, not wanting to say anything about it. Well, maybe now is time you're going to reach out to that friend to have that conversation, to see if this friendship deserve a second chance, or is it time to just cut it off and just end the friendship. So it can happen and play out in different ways. You can also have a better understanding if you know where this transit is happening and your own natal chart, which house is happening in. So everyone will have it a little bit differently, but that's like the general collective energy that we will be seeing. What else do I want to say? I think, oh, and talking about suppressing feelings or anything, not saying it out. This also kind of bring me back to the Mars sextiling Pluto and squaring Jupiter on the 6 to 8, that period of time. Or maybe we'll see this energy play out throughout the whole week, or maybe first half of the week a bit more. Also, it depends what you've been neglecting. If what you're suppressing or putting off is something negative maybe you're suppressing some sort of anger, sadness, or anything that you have towards anyone or anything. This transit might help you break out or speak up, or hopefully not in a bad way. So watch out, because also Mercury is still in Sagittarius, so we gotta be careful with our words. Sometimes Sagittarius can just say it all out, and so watch out with that slippery tongue. But that's about it for this week transits and energy. So now we'll go into the reading for the collective. Hi. So now we're going to do the reading for the collective. A general reading for the collective from December 6 to 12. Remember, this is a general reading. It might not resonate with everybody, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, let's begin all the cards. I shuffle and meditate with the intention already. So let's see what's the general message for the collective. From December 6 to 12. What does the collective need to know? What is the general message for the collective from December 6 to 12? Message for the collective from December 6 to 12. Let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. Resonating with the energy that I was just talking about for this upcoming week, so it is pretty good. So we can see that this week, maybe the solar eclipse has brought up some messages for you. Either you receive message or you're someone's message, right? It can go either way. But or it can be internal revelations, or just your thought. Finally you come to realization about something in life, so it probably shed some light on areas in your life that you have been feeling a sense of lack. It can be financial, it can be about your job. Maybe you're waiting on a message or someone to reply regarding to maybe a job situation, a finance situation, whether you're gonna get that job or not, what's going to happen. But this week it feels like that a message will come in, and it will bring you out of that funk, that situation where you're feeling you're waiting, you're not getting the message you want, or you're feeling a sense of lack. It will bring in some sort of message regarding to that situation in your life. I mean, if it's not about money, it might just be an area that you're feeling some sort of lack, or you might even feel abandoned. Maybe it can be, like a colleague situation, friendship, relationship with your boss, with your friend, with a lover, family, friends, where you feel like there's an imbalance in that relationship. It depends which situation, which end you're in. But this week, maybe some sort of message might come in, or it might be an internal revelation that you have that will bring you out of this situation. maybe it is time to tackle it, just like that energy of Mars that I was talking about. It is time to take action, to solve this problem, to look into this situation. And also, maybe the Venus in Capricorn really got you thinking about what truly matters in your life, whether it is about different types of relationships that you have in your life, you know, relationships to family, friends, or relationships with money. Maybe there's something you have been wanting to do. It can be a creative project. It can be starting your own business. It can be partnering with people, whatever it is. This week, you might have that strong feeling that you want to start something, the passion kind of ignite inside you. Maybe that Mars and Scorpio energy finally ignites in you, and you suddenly feel like there's a project or there's maybe an investment that you want to start, you want to look into it. It might be that. So this week seems pretty positive. It's a lot of action forward, or even if it's not about really physically taking some sort of action, it is some realization within you that you really feel strongly about. There's like an urge to push you forward, to really begin something. That's also what the solar eclipse is about wrapping up some sort of cycles in your life, some areas in your life, but also simultaneously to begin something. Maybe it is time to to have a reflection, to reflect on things in life. What do you want to bring forward into 2022? What's going to be left behind? What are you going to start? What matters to you? Maybe it is a relationship. Maybe it is an investment. Maybe it is starting some kind of creative project, whether it is with yourself, with someone else, or you investing or anything. It might have that strong feeling that comes up this week. Whether you're going to take the action or not, it doesn't matter. But what matters is that feeling comes up. Maybe now you have a clearer picture. Neptune also went direct on December 1st. That might bring in some clarity for you as well. So maybe the energy continues throughout this week. And we can also see that there might be a sense of, this is not going to apply to everyone, but what I see here and what the message I get from my guides is, maybe there is some sort of relationships in your life. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be relationship within yourself. That's something I always talk about. When we talk about relationship, people immediately zone into love, romantic. Yes, it can be, but it can also be the relationship that you have with yourself, or with a friend, a colleague, your boss, your family members, your friends. Maybe this week, because Capricorn is in, maybe because Venus is in Capricorn, it kind of stir up some feelings within you. Maybe there's some relationship that you have been wanting to maybe take a second look, revisit, maybe to look at. If you still want to work with this relationship that you have in your life, do they still deserve the same amount of effort and energy from you? Do you still want to put the work into it? Because it takes two to tango, no matter what kind of relationship it is for you. So this week, maybe a relationship that seems imbalanced in your life, you will be actually wanting to communicate with that person, or to put in the work to make it work. Or maybe you're waiting for the other person to communicate with you, and you're not getting that. So this week you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna wait forever and keep guessing. So I'm just going to go for it. Take that risk to take action on your side, to once and for all to seek clarity, to work with that person in this relationship, to put in the work if you're the one who's like slacking off or not giving enough, or to revisit, to see if this, to evaluate if this relationship, if you still want to give in any effort or work to this relationship. So this is what I'm seeing here for the general collective this week, December 6th to 12th. I don't know why am I shuffling. I already shuffling this. I already shuffled. So let's see if we get any. Okay. Let's see what are the additional message advice we get. Ooh. We are closing out a cycle. So if you didn't watch the previous video of the solar eclipse that happened on December 4th, this is the last eclipse that we have on this Sagittarius and Gemini axes that we have been experiencing for the past 18 months. It is closing out this 18-month cycle because the North Node and South Node are going to slowly shift into different signs. From Sagittarius and Gemini is going to move to Scorpio and Taurus. So here we got a card. South Node, don't let your past hold you back. So, you know, like I said and mentioned before already, that with all this planetary energy that's going on within upon the sky, it might really ask you to take a step back to look at what is holding you back from pursuing that dream. Like I said in the solar eclipse reading, what is holding you back? What is really preventing you? Are you just blocking yourself to get what you want, to reach your dream, to start whatever you want to start? So it is the time to really contemplate. Maybe it is time to not do that anymore because we're wrapping up a cycle. We're starting something new. So it is the time to be curious about, is there any area in your life you want to start new? This is a good time to set that intention. And the next card we have, first quarter moon, which is actually going to be first quarter moon on December the 10th. So after the solar eclipse, the moon is starting to gain light. And, you know, there's different moon phases. And first quarter moon is going to be in this week as well, December 10th. So here we go. Your commitment is being tested. It's not really talking about like you will experience some sort of conflict or problems within any kind of commitment that you have right now, but what this card is talking about is, like I said, maybe there's relationship that you have, that you're experiencing some sort of imbalance, that you would like to work with the other person or to communicate, or, you know, to just to see what are you guys gonna do about it, right? So this is a time to this period of time is good to set intentions for new relationships, or whether it is to work on the existing one. And Venus in Capricorn invite us to do that, to contemplate all these relationships that we have in our life, not just with people, you know, also about money and stuff, financial, what deserves your time, your energy, your effort. And then we have this full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. So this week, maybe it's not so much about thinking. It is time to take some action, just like that Mars in Scorpio that's going to end its transit early next week. It is transiting out of Scorpio into Sagittarius next week. So Mars in Scorpio is a wonderful energy. So if this is the time where you want to take some practical action planning into what you want to do, now is a very, very good time. So let's see if we can get any additional message, advice for the collective. Let's see if there's any additional. Oh, this card doesn't want to leave. All right, we'll take you then. So here we have card 20, Dolphin Spirit. This and that are true. So number 20 breaks down to 2. 2 is about duality, seeing things from two sides, which is very much the energy from Gemini, which is the axis, the eclipse cycle that we're ending. So I feel this energy does resonate because we just have that solar eclipse that wrapped up the cycle. So just looking at the card, it feels like that it is asking us to, take the time to examine, to find the balance in everything. There's more than one way to see everything. So if you're on one extreme, it's asking you to, hey, maybe relax, take a step back. There's more than one perspective to everything, it depending how you see it. Not saying that you have to agree every people view and opinion. You, of course, but can you hold space for multiple truth points of view that people have, and knowing that while your truth is true to you, can you hold space for others people, be respectful to other people's opinion. So I would also like to share the oracle message from the guidebook as well. Here it says, Dolphin Spirit, like her earthly manifestation, is a reminder of duality. Hello. As the dolphin is both mammal and sea creature, so is Dolphin Spirit both this and that. Two truths coexist. The story you tell and another as well. The duality of life is present when we are suffering, for there is a blessing too in the helpers that appear. Within clouds are silver linings. When we later reflect on what happened, we can see that a situation was both this and that, and the choice led to both joy and sorrow. No relationship is either all good or all bad, and people have qualities of both light and shadow. Exactly what I've mentioned. Focus on the positive, for light exists alongside the darkness. Dolphin Spirit calls for you to come up from below and enjoy a weightless moment in the sun as you dive in and out of this and then that, accepting and even enjoying the duality of life. Why not join this Dolphin Spirit in acknowledging and affirming the blessings present in this moment? In all areas of your life, there are aspects of both this and that. Today, you can celebrate the fact and recognize the complexity and the beauty of the fabric of the universe. You are at a place right now where your past self is still present as you move towards the new self that you're becoming. Aspects of both selves are present. So even if you want to say goodbye to what was, you are required to find solace in this in-between time. Today is not a day to choose one over another, but rather to accept things as they are without judgment or resistance. Even in the matters of the heart, duality is present. Your next action will be obvious when you drop your bias and see things as a whole. OMG, just like what I said. As we are wrapping up a cycle, we are also simultaneously starting another cycle. And energies are not clear cut. It's not like I'm telling you that energy is coming in on this Monday, you won't feel anything, and then after Monday you'll be like, boom, the feeling is gone, the energy is gone. No, it's fluid, it flows just like water. It's going to be present a little bit before and peaks and then fade out. So understand that really help us to understand that, you know, the ebbs and flow in life. There are more than one truth, and there are more than one side to everything in life. Can we find peace and joy knowing that, you know, ooh, well, it came out already. That was fast. Didn't even get to finish it, but yeah. So, oh, wow. Another card about balance. Okay, number 42. Chop wood. 42 breaks down to 6. 6, for me, it means finding the balance in all things, to seek balance within all things in life, to find that harmony, the flow, that balance in all areas of life. So it's about, you know, finding the balance, you know, what truly matters to you, what deserves your energy, but also, you know, knowing that, you know, while you're doing all this, remember to stay grounded. Not like that your point of view or your side of story is not valid, but knowing that the other person's side is also valid, and finding that balance in between to work together to achieve something. That's more important too, right? So I also want to read the oracle message from the guidebook for you as well. So card 42, chop wood, being grounded in everyday experience, humility. The oracle message is that there are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why planting a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off the dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it be to let the nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Take your attention away from your goal, brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose of releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which brings you ever closer to what you seek. So I think it is about, while focusing on what you want to manifest in life, what you want to start in life, or whether it is about reaching out to that relationship that's imbalanced, to communicate, to work, other than being so focused on like, I have to do this right now, I want this to work right now, I'm starting this project right now, and you immediately already want that success, to have that achievement. Sometimes we have to understand that good things takes time. We have to be patient, and we have to, it's not about having that big achievement, getting that job, getting that relationship and all that things, but it's also about what are the steps that will lead you towards that, right? So you can't skip all this little task, mundane work, and just jump to the conclusion, just to jump to the final goal. So it is very important for us to remember that too, which is very valid, especially in today's world where we're constantly on the go mode. We want everything right here, right now. We don't want to wait. We don't want to put in the work all the time. Yet we want results right away. So I just want to end this reading with getting an affirmation for us this week. A little affirmation for us this upcoming week. Ooh, okay, there's 2. We'll just take them all. Let's see. My happiness is a direct reflection of how quickly I can shift my perception from fear to love. Wow, this is powerful. So our mindset, the way we feel, can really shift our mood instantly. If we're always in the space of lack, of fear, we tend to be more negative. We tend to feel like nothing is impossible, that we're always on like the negative end of everything, that we're not receiving what we want, we're not getting what we want, and you know, why this happened to me, and so on and so forth. But if you can shift your perception from that fear, from that lack to love, and focus on what you have and what can you do to maybe change that situation, you will immediately pick yourself back up from the feeling of fear, unhappiness, upset, anger, to a better state of feeling. I know it's easier said than done, but I really like this affirmation. Let's see, what is the second one? Compassion is my compass. I am willing to hold space for the experience of others. I feel like I already mentioned it. It's sort of here. See, that's why I love cards. They tend to support each other. So here it resonates with the Dolphin Spirit cards. While your own opinion, your own experience, your story are completely valid, can you have the compassion to hold space for the experience of others too? Understand that there's no one single way, single perspective to everything in life. You know, there's a multiple perspective, more than one. While knowing that maybe your point, your viewpoint, your side is totally valid and right for you, can you also have that compassion to let others to have their own experience or opinion to things in life, right? So I love these two affirmations for us to remember this week. So I hope this reading resonates. Feel free to come back after the week ends, to come back in to see if any message that I mentioned here come up for you. And I would love to hear from you. So feel free to leave me any comments. And I'll see you again next week. Have a good week ahead, everybody. Bye.